Ninjago and dragons go together just like me and making bad YouTube videos, so it only feels right if I rank them. And quick disclaimer, I will not be including polybags on this list because it's pretty obvious that they will be lost, but we will be including 4+ dragons on the list because in fact the first 3 dragons are 4+ dragons. They are all very similar to each other, so I am basing the order purely off the colour. In last place is the one from Ninjago Core, and I mean that colour combo looks shite. Next is the one from Dragons Rising, and I guess the blue and yellow look pretty good. Can't say the same for the rest of the dragon though, but my favourite out of them has to be Kai's dragon because I like the red and orange combo. In 39 and 38th place, we have 2 of the Evo dragons, Jay's in 39th and Kai's in 38th, and they are also really bad. They are both really skinny and have nothing interesting going on with them, and I also put Kai's above Jace because of the colours. 37th place, we have a dragon from the final fight of the Destiny's Bounty set. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, and the colours do actually look pretty good, but I mean, there are better than Ninjago dragons. But 36th place isn't much better because we have Cole's Elemental Dragon from Skybound. It is also just small and wimpy, but I picked over the Ghost Dragon because I guess this dragon is a bit more important for the show. 35th place is another Evo Dragon, being Nia's. Even though it is very skinny like the other 2 Evo Dragons, I decided to put this one a couple spots higher than them because I like the head mold and I also like the way they show it on the box, I guess. In 34th place, we have Sora from the newest Destiny's Bounty set. When I was finding all of the dragons for this video, I didn't even think about this dragon. But I've got to admit, even though it is a bit small, I do really like it. The head mold is pretty decent and the build is also okay, and it also has a spot for human Sora as well, and I hope you get to see a full scale version of Sora in the future, the dragon one I mean. In 33rd place, we'll go to this random dragon from the Dragon Pit from Hunted, and for what it is, it looks pretty decent. It doesn't have any room for a minifigure to ride it, and I guess it doesn't really have a body either. It's just a head and a tail, but I like its colour scheme and the build looks nice as well. In 32nd spot is the first good dragon on this list, the Green NRG Dragon. This dragon is quite big, but I feel like the middle of the dragon is too skinny for its size, and same goes for the neck, and I just don't really like this brick built head. Also, the tail is very small. I do like the wings though, but I do feel like they are a bit too big, but this set does come with Ghost Coal. 31st is Jay's Elemental Dragon from Skybound. This dragon is decent and actually kind of like the head, and I do prefer cloth for wings, but I do like this one's wings, and the body is also pretty good, but it isn't anywhere near the other dragons on this list. Another Dray dragon is in 30th spot, and that's Stormbringer from Hunted. Now, I really like this dragon's colour being dark blue, and the body doesn't really look the best. It kind of just looks like a block, and the head looks good as well. Also, I do like the feature that this dragon's tail has where it can be moved side to side, but it also has another feature where if you use the Lego Boost app, you can put some code into it and it can move, which I think is a really cool feature, so that is why I have to put it higher on this list than I would have if it didn't have those features. 29th is Unagami's Empire Dragon. I really like this dragon's colour scheme. The black and the little bit of blue and red and the transparent orange look really good. The head is also fantastic, and although the tail is very skinny, I don't mind it. But sadly, there's no wings on this dragon. What is a dragon without wings? 28th is a set that I actually have, Lloyd's Golden Dragon from Legacy. Also, it is such a cool set to have, but it has nothing on the original. This one is pretty small and the legs aren't strong enough to hold the dragon up, but I do really like the use of the green and the gold. The first of the OG dragons is in the 27th spot, and that will be Cole's Earth Dragon, aka Rocky. I really like how the dragon looks. It looks like it will be strong too, and it makes sense because it is the Earth Dragon. But like Stormbringer, I believe this dragon's tail can move as well, and the brown and green combo looks great. 26th place is getting taken by the dragon from the castle of the Forsaken Emperor. I totally haven't forgotten what his name was. Anyway, It is by far the worst of Zane's dragons in my opinion. Even though I do really like the white color and the transparent blue pieces, which I think look really good, but I don't really like the feet. Like, why are they so massive? But the wings are massive as well, and cloth looks nice, and the head doesn't look that bad. In 25th, we have Wu's Battle Dragon from Master of the Mountain, but we all know that this isn't really Wu's dragon, it is Varnia's dragon, Chompy. So, with this dragon, the head is really nice, and I really like the blue for the eyes, and the legs also look really good, and look like they can actually keep the dragon up. Also, the wings are plastic, but what I don't like is the black. I just don't think it mixes well with the white. Jay's Cyber Dragon is taking 25th spot. I really love the video game feel of the dragon, and the blue and the transparent yellow surprisingly look really good together. I also really like the cannon looking things, and I actually kind of like that the way they made the wings for the dragon. Also, the head, tail, and the legs are also very solid. 23rd spot is Cole's Earth Dragon Evo. This dragon uses the color scheme that Cole has been using since season 11, black and orange. And I really like that color on Cole's suit, and I also like it on this dragon. I also really like the head mold, and the horns also look good, but just a tiny bit oversized. The body is also nice with the brown, gold, and the banner. The bad thing is that the wings are very tiny, and he also needs to cut his toenails. Nia's Water Dragon from Seabound, aka Just Nia, will be taking 22nd spot. I really like the dark and light blue together, and the wings look really good. I really like the design on them. The head also looks nice, but I don't really like how long this dragon is. It's just like 2 studs wide and then 80 studs long. 21st is Zane's Ice Dragon Creature. I am very surprised that I've put this dragon so high up, because when this dragon originally got revealed, I don't think I liked it, but I actually really like how big it is and how long the legs are. The head is also good, and the wings aren't that bad either, and the color scheme on this is really good looking. I don't know why I used to not like it. 20th is another dragon from Core, and also in my opinion the very best Core dragon, Lloyd's Legendary Dragon. I really like the body of this dragon. It is just so massive. Bro must be a regular at Macca's. I also like the seat for Lloyd on this. It looks comfortable. The wings are also really massive and nice. The legs also look good, but the head is also good. The very first villain dragon is taking up the 19th spot, the Ninjago Mech Dragon. The dragon is very weird. The wings look very geary, and the swords are very cool, and the head looks nice as well. And it also has a really cool feature where you can fling stuff at your siblings, but of course you can't do that. But the only thing I don't like about this dragon is the body. I don't know, it just looks weird and out of place. Another villain dragon is an 18th spot, this time being the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon. This is possibly the most unique Ninjago dragon, seeing as it is a dragon made out of bones, and I really like the look of it. I really like how you can put this green thing in the rib cage, and then you can also pop it out. I think that is pretty cool. I also like the grey on top of the dragon. The holes in the wings are also quite nice, and the head is a little bit boring, but it is also pretty nice. 17th is the only one of the OG dragons to have been given a legacy set, Kai's Dragon Flame. This dragon has definitely been hitting the gym, but I think he is definitely skipping arm day. This dragon also has the plastic wings, which look really cool, and the red and orange design is also fantastic looking. The only thing I don't really like is that the head looks a bit too dark. I feel it definitely could have been a lighter shade. 16th place is also Flame, being the OG version from a very popular set, the Temple of Fire. This dragon isn't as buff as the legacy version, but it is definitely better in my opinion. I really like its wings, and the head is really cool, and a lot better than the legacy version. I also really like the fire piece on the tail. Another OG dragon is in 15th place, Jay's Dragon. Jay's very first dragon is a lot of people's favourite of the OGs. At least I think so. This dragon is very similar design to Kai's, but I think the dark and light blue combination is better, and also Jay is my favourite ninja, and just like Flame, Wisp shows his element lightning on his tail. My favourite of the OG dragons is 14th on this list, being Zane's Dragon Shard. One of my favourite colour combinations is white and light blue, and this dragon has it. The wings look really cool and similar to Kai and Jay's dragon, and the feet and claws also look sick, and I don't really like the big dragon, so I like how this dragon is medium sized. 13th is a dragon I really wanted, Zane's Titanium Dragon. Now, I have a story about Zane's Titanium Dragon. I really wanted this set back in the day. I remember I asked my mum if I could buy it one day when we were in the car, so she rang up and asked Target if they had it in stock, and they did not. I was devastated. But anyway, I really like that the wings on the back are very unique and cool, and the seat for Zane is also pretty good, but the head isn't my favourite. But I still really like this set. Subscribe so I can buy this set. 12th is Lloyd's Dragon, but possessed to become Moira's dragon. I know I said that I don't really like big dragons, but I do really like this one. I really do like the head and the colour scheme of it as well, but the tongue doesn't look that great. But it also has the cloth wings, which I like, and the design on it is pretty cool. And I think that this dragon has the best seat out of all of the dragons. I mean, how cool does it look? But this dragon is a little bit weird. I mean, you have probably already noticed it. I mean, the back half is just like going up and down, and I don't know how to feel about that. 11th is a dragon that took way too long to get. Almost 10 years, I believe. And that is, of course, the Overlord Dragon. Now, I really wish I had this set. The black and purple is sick, and I really love the golden rib cage on this. I know it isn't accurate to the show, but I find it cool. I also love the head and the purple eyes, and the wings are a little bit disappointing, but this is the Overlord's Dragon. It is so cool. The first Dragon's Rising Dragon is breaking into the top 10. Heatwave, the transforming lava dragon. Now, the transforming bit is very underwhelming. Basically, you just turn the dragon around and then move the legs around as well. Then turn the head around, and yeah, it just looks kind of weird. But I really like how the dragon calls like making other parts of the dragon purple. Sadly, I don't think he has wings unless these are meant to be wings. But the head is fire, no pun intended. And I also really like the horns as well. 9th is everyone's favourite dragon, Zippy the Jungle Dragon, or what I like to call him, the Dog Dragon. The teal colour scheme is unique. The tail is also very cool and big, and just like the Overlords, the wings are very weak. Now, with the head, it is very good, and the tongue sticking out is very funny. Master Wu's Dragon is an 8th, and it is very good. I like how it uses Wu's hat on the wings, and how it has sort of like a beard like Wu. The gold and white is also just such a nice combination, but Moira had the best say, and Wu might just have the worst. I mean, man is just sitting in a box. Now, in 7th, we have a dragon that everyone seems to love, but I didn't really see it until this video. The blues, the transparent yellows, and the nougat, I think that's what it's called. Yes, this dragon is big, and I am once again contradicting myself, but it is really cool. Yes, the wings are a bit small for the size of the dragon, but I kind of like it. But the head isn't the best, and the dragon claw looks so weird right on top of his head. 6th is a dragon I really like, but I know that a lot of people don't. The original Ultra Dragon. I mean, how cool is a dragon with 4 heads? And I know that the heads take up like half of the dragon, but I do also like how they have a ball in the mouth that I can shoot out. And the wings are very big and cool looking, but I don't think that Lloyd is going to be too comfortable in that seat over there. But My favorite Ultra Dragon is in the 4th spot, the Golden Ultra Dragon. And I also have tortured this dragon just a little bit. But anyway, this Ultra Dragon goes back to the molded heads, but sadly it also goes back to the brick built wings. But I guess this allows for a cool play feature. Anyway, the tail looks nice and it keeps a nice seating area from the legacy version, and it also is gold. You know, if you haven't noticed. Wait, no. This can't be right. How is the Fusion Dragon in 3rd place? I'm honestly shocked how this is so high, but this dragon is actually really nice. I love how half of the dragon is blue for Nia and the other half is red for Kai. It gives it a really nice aesthetic. The heads aren't brick built, but that is actually a good thing, because if they were molded, it would have looked a bit weird. And same thing also goes for the wings. They look good, and if they were cloth or something, they wouldn't have looked right, I don't think. I also really like how there are 2 tails, and I think this might be the only Ninjago dragon to actually have that. Narrowly missing out on 1st is the original Golden Dragon. From being over 10 years old, this really holds up. In my opinion, this one's head is way better than the legacy version and a lot bigger as well. The wings are also leagues above that one as well. I just really love this dragon. I wish I owned it. Another dragon that I really wish I owned is Firstborn. What a cool dragon. I love the red color scheme with a bit of black as well. The wings are huge and I'm all for that. The body is also a really good size, and it also has a nice seating area, and the legs are solid as well. The tail is a bit small though, but still good. But the head is a standout. It looks so good. So that is the list. Let me know some of your favorite dragons in the comments below. Also, click on this video here where I ranked all of the ninja's weapons. See you later. Be a ninja.